experience some emotions quite strongly, and among these are emotions of guilt, annoyance, despair, and anger. But there is one that I really haven't addressed yet, and it's so devastating that it can actually destroy us. Humiliation. What is so important about humiliation that I came here and talk about today? It's the way such an emotion that can actually destroy us for a very long time, maybe without even noticing. Now, if I come and talk about all the psychological effects of humiliation and all the superhero stories that was humiliated and won at the end, pretty boring, isn't it? But what if I told you that humiliation is a powerful learning tool? Yes, it is. It's like a plant that whenever you water, it will grow, and whenever you don't, it will die. We're not trying killing it, but before that, let's discuss the effect of growing this emotion with you in the future. If this emotion grows and you start humiliating yourself, what will happen to you? One and for sure is the negative effect of the person's well-being, where negative emotion destroys the well-being of the person and causes lack of self-worth and self-esteem. Exactly like when an employee receives a promotion, but he or she thinks that they doesn't deserve it, so they doesn't accept it. So they doesn't accept it. So as a result of humiliating themselves as children. Moreover, the effect of relationships among others, when a person which worsens social isolation and increases anxiety. Like when a person that has a trust to nobody and thinks that nobody's gonna like him, and everybody's gonna humiliate him, so he doesn't build relationship among others, so he's been alone and building no relationships among others, he's so sad about being alone and building no relationships. So these latest studies demonstrate the harm of being humiliated can do, not just in childhood, but even long into adulthood. It deeply impacts our emotions, and its results might be disastrous. In order to kill this poisonous plant of ours, we must work to build in order to kill this poisonous plant of ours, we must be careful of how we act and how we speak to each other and to ourselves. Look, humiliating yourself is a serious social problem that has an impact on our relationships, mental health, and general well-being. So, we all have our imperfections, so we should be kind to one another when we are pointing out each other's imperfections. In conclusion, this latest study, whether brought by humiliation, whether brought by someone else or oneself, that shouldn't be taken lightly. We must work to build a culture that values kindness, understanding, and respect. And instead of tearing each other down, let's encourage one another. And if you feel you're having trouble, don't hesitate to ask for assistance. Getting help and caring for your mental health aren't shameful action, but are the act of killing a spiky plant. Thank you for listening.